But what about Charlemagne, Carlus Magnus? He rose in the dark times, and he controlled quite a large part of Europe.
Yeah, but he was a badass.
He was a badass, and he was a German-speaking badass.
It's like German speaking has extra points.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Carlus Magnus was a fucking badass, mate. He came
German
over,
speaking.
and then he was like chopping heads off. You know, he was talking, oh yeah, I know, mine shit, and then the people like, chop. And then he realized he can't keep on chopping heads off. You know, and somebody came along and what's the name? The best example of Carlus Magnus is he realized that, you know, he can't just be a nasty king coming all the way from Germany, invading France, Italy, and all these places. He had to get the church on side, you know, because the people followed the church. So he decided that, you know, it's obviously his rough German language wasn't going down very well with the locals, you know. So he decided that, what are we gonna do? Oh, yeah. You see the fucking French people? They don't understand me at all. It's fucking bastards, right? We need to create a language that they can understand and me I can understand too, right? So he calls, and this is my theory of how the French language came to be, right? He must have said, you know what? Get me the best linguists amongst the monastic fraternity, right? To come forward and propose to me a language that we can institute for France, right? And he must have thought, okay, Germany has its own language, no problem. Spain has its own language, yeah, no problem. Italy has its own language, yeah, cool. France now, fucking, they don't understand the word of what I'm fucking saying, this fucking bastard. We need to sort this out, quick, otherwise we won't be able to manage these bastards. Anyway, so he probably invited a Spanish guy, a Portuguese guy, and maybe one of those Italian monks that knew how to speak Latin and Greek and all them kind of things, yeah? And of course the German one that understood a bit of German, right? So they sat down and they're all producing their own versions, they're all submitting it, and he's like, tell me what the language is. I don't like it, piss off. And it's like, oh yeah, all right. I've had enough of listening to your bullshit. Get together, create me a language. And then they get together and they said, okay, what you gonna do? Oh yeah, let's do the verbs. The Spanish guy created the base, the framework, you know, conjugation, you know, il ou elle, you know, je, te, you know, all that kind of stuff, yeah, you know, je, te, tu, il, elle, you know. You put the structure in, right?
Yeah.
The Spanish guy said, you know what?
Yeah, put the structure in.
Just
and then
I'll do the structure, and then that's my job done.
That's my job done. I'm going for a siesta now.
I don't want to even put a Spanish word in there. Just create the structure. That's it.
Yeah, structure down. Let's go for a siesta.
Grammatic. I'll give you the grammar. You know, the structure of grammar, the structure of conjugation, what you call abbreviation. Blah. There's a structure. See you later. And then the Portuguese guy came along. Wow. All I've got left to do is the sound. Yeah, the sound.
But the sound of the French is kind of fucked up.
Remember the sound. So he talked to the German guy. German guy's like, okay, what kind of sound do you want? Okay, they are similar. You know, like jamon. You know, and the German guy like, what is you know, the Portugal, no. Not like that. It's too rough, right? So we need to have a sound.
Soft.
And we
Delicate.
Portuguese, we say So let's use the sound. Okay, let's make that the R sound of our language. So French language will be guttural, but not quite guttural. It'll be more Latin-based guttural, right? So that's one problem solved. And then we throw in a few, you know, chips of words that sound virtually exactly the same thing as in Portuguese. But the German guy says, so what about my language then? And where's my language in all of this? Oh, we got a perfect thing for you. Right? look at how the words come together and think how it sounds. Je m'appelle, you know. Yeah? Mi nombre es. And say, let's translate it into Spanish and Italian and all that. Ooh, that sounds cool.
Sounds cool.
That
Je
sounds
m'appelle.
cool. Yeah. It's a unique language just for these motherfuckers.
Mi nombre
Yeah.
es. No, je m'appelle sounds cool.
man.
Yeah.
You know, sounds cool. Je m'appelle. That's brilliant. You know, oh yeah, that's a good job. And then of course the Italian came along and said, you know what, all languages in Europe based in Latin and Greek. Come on, huh? Greek, Latin, yeah. So let's put the QUE in there. Let's throw that in there. Bum bum bum. You know, because in French, as you know, it's the only second language to Latin where QUE is the most used noun. Yeah, you know, cuál es su nombre, quelcom, you know, all these kind of quelconque. We use it more than the Spanish do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Funny how that is. That singular fucking letter Q is prominent in the more so than in the Spanish language. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very strange. And then the Italian said, you know what? Yeah, let's throw the rest. You know, Italian, Greek, you know, Latin and Greek. Throw that all in there and fill up the spaces. And that's how the language is actually, and they said, so how do we educate the people? Hey, I've got the best solution for that, mathematics. And do you know why? The French language is a language of maths. And that's the reason why a lot of computational mathematical calculations come from France.
How is French the math?
It's the language of maths. When you're saying, when you start number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, right? And then you do 10, 11. What you say is just 11, don't you? We say 11, yeah?
11.
Then you go past those numbers.
12.
12 is 12.
12.
You say 12, right?
12, yeah.
When you go 13, you go 13.
13.
We say 13, right?
14.
14, we say 14, right? 15, we say 15, right? 16. Yeah?
16.
You do 10,
10.
S-E, 6. We say 16. So 6
It says.
with a Z at the end. And then that's when we change, when the two languages almost shadow each other up until it gets to 16 and 17, right? 17, you say 17, right?
17, yes.
Yeah, we say this set, 10 and 7 together, this set. When you reach 18, you say 18, right? We say 18, this. Then when you hit 19, 19, we say 19. Yeah? So remember, this 10, 9. 10, 9. You carry on like this up until 20. We stop at 20. 20, what do you say? 20, don't you?
20 and 21, 22. Sorry, 21, 22, 23.
So the French language can only be remembered in the back of my head and any Frenchman's head through maths. It's the most apt language for maths because it totally depends on maths. Everything we think, when a Frenchman speaks, he's actually calculating.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good trick.
Well, you know, you know, when you have a language which is completely hidden by maths, yeah, it's there. All our numbers form the entire French language. When we say our numbers in French, all the numbers.
Hi, I know you want me to go back to my country. Click subscribe, click like, and share the video, and you will probably succeed.